Want to get those chandeliers for that quest as easy as this? Check out this tutorial on where to find the chandeliers for the quest in Ventures. You can get it in 2 or even 1 mission, so stick along with the video to find out how. Hello, I'm Cami G, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World tutorial videos. We are once again talking about Ventures, and this time it's chandeliers. So if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you're lower down on the Ventures at the moment and you haven't unlocked this side quest yet, don't worry, you'll get there and you'll thank me for this. But basically, obviously you have your quests in Venture, just got the one left as I did with the Flinger video. And when you get to around about the same area as the Flingers, I believe, it's around about 90, that sort of power level. It might be a bit lower actually, 70s, I can't remember exactly, but you'll get one which is to destroy 10 chandeliers in successful missions. And they're nowhere. They are nowhere. They are in no missions whatsoever. It is a pain, but I have some things to look out for, where to find them, and one guaranteed method to complete it in one go. So, you're going to want to stick around for that. So, yeah, we'll get into it. So, the places you're going to find these are either in a church. So, it's a very large church. It's quite dark grey. It's got the steeples, it's got the angled roof, it's very obvious to see, it's got like gargoyles on either side as well, big wooden doors, and when you go inside there will be 2 chandeliers along the long roof. So you can get 2 in one of those, but these are still fairly rare to find. And where you're going to find those is in a city map. So I haven't seen them in any other map, so when you're going for this quest for the chandeliers, you want to only be playing city maps. So any of the ones with the high rises, not that one, sorry, any of these ones with the high rises, you want to go in and make sure you are loading only into those missions, because for both of these things where you can get chandeliers, it's going to be in a city map. There is also a very rare chance that in the forest map, you can find this big sort of lodge, this wooden lodge, and it will have a lot of chandeliers in. Now, I don't think it has enough to complete it in one go like the hotel does, but it got me to the end on my alt account, and I think I had about 4 or 5 currently. So yeah, it's an alternative, but this is a lot rarer and harder, and the city map does have the 2 options with the 2 different varieties of buildings that has them. So it's up to you which one to go for, really. Now, there was some other building where I managed to find a single chandelier. I'm not sure what building it was. It was a one-off. I wasn't fully paying attention, but it's only one anyway, so there's not really much need for it. It was also in a city map though, so again, you want to load it to a city map. Now, the main thing, the main building you'll want to look out for. So, what you could do is you could look for the church. You could load into a city map. What I'd advise to do is to play private, because if you load into a public lobby, and someone has already got the chandeliers from the church, you're screwed. And also, if you keep going back to that same lobby, say it's this one, I load in public, there's no church, but people's in there, and then I load back out. If I load in again, I'm just going to find the same game, so I'm not going to find a church. So you're going to want to do this private, so turn your team fill off, and especially for the other method, you're going to want someone to have not taken the chandeliers already, because you would be absolutely beat off if that happened. So you're going to want to play private, but you're also going to want to make sure it's a mission that you could hack private on your own. So for example, this mission up here, 4-player repair the shelter, you're probably not going to be able to do that on your own unless you're really good at trap tunnels. So if you follow my tutorials, you might be good enough. If not, you'd probably want to go for a mission like this where it's resupply. You can have a quick look around, see if you can find these buildings. If you can, then cool. You can, play as an Outlander with the awesome Outlander build that I've got on the channel, so check that out, just a cheeky little plug for farming, and you could easily complete the mission in 3-4 minutes, and then you're good to go. So, the other thing that's even better than the church, because as I said, the church is quite rare. It took me like maybe 8 to 10 loading in, looking around, loading back out to find it, which I'm going to need to do that 5 times to get 2 chandeliers each time to get to 10. So that's 50 times I'm going to have to load into the mission, and it could take longer. So what I recommend to do is look out for this fancy hotel. Now for the look of this hotel, obviously you can see it here. I've got gameplay of when I found it. It's basically got one really tall angled roof, and then the other side is straight down. So it's like a triangle on its side. So a scalene triangle, if you know what that is, right angled triangle. And then at the front, it's got a sort of semicircle roof over the entrance. Quite fancy, you know. It looks a bit like a cinema to me. I don't know. But this hotel has loads of chandeliers. Like every hotel room has a chandelier. The lobby has a chandelier. If you play as an Outlander, and this is what I did in the video, you just do an anti-material punch. You've done your quest. It's done. It's done. So, it's up to you whether you want to keep loading into missions, trying to find a church. If you do get the 2, complete the mission, get out. Personally, I think you're better off just loading in, trying to find this hotel. If you don't see it, load out. You can do it in a good 30 seconds. Obviously, loading into the mission takes longer than that, just because servers and stuff. But once you're in the mission, you can just build high up. Look, it's a pretty obvious building. It's a pretty big building. So if you can't see it, just load back out, load back in. Private game. It's going to give you a different map. And then you can see if you can find it. You should hope be able to get it pretty quickly. And then that's your quest done. Beautiful stuff. Like, it's just done then. You're welcome. This is the best way to complete this mission. So yeah, not much else to say. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer than needed. So yeah, hopefully this helped you complete this quest. I'm assuming you needed to if you clicked on this video. So obviously, if it did help you, please let me know in the comments. Give a like, comment, subscribe, that usual stuff. If you disliked the video, just let me know why. I'd love to see. So yeah, thanks for checking in, and I'll see you in the next video.